Come spend the day with me as a child-free woman in her 40s with no 9-to-5 job, 2 dogs, and a partner who is currently out of town, so I am here by myself. Want to see what I do with my time? Well, come along and join me. So it's 11 a.m. and I just woke up. I know, I usually do not sleep that late. I don't know what happened, but I fell asleep last night about 1:30 in the morning, which is way later than I normally go to sleep. I was feeling kind of stressed out last night. I don't know what it was. I guess I do feel a little bit lonely with Ted being gone, and sometimes I have trouble sleeping, and last night was one of those nights. So I finally fell asleep about 1:30 in the morning, and I typically wake up about 7 or 8 a.m. But this morning I did not wake up until 10:50, and the only reason I woke up then is because Ted called me. So I answered the phone. I'm like, holy shit, what time is it? I gotta get my ass up. Oh my gosh. So anyway, we're getting a late start today, but we're still gonna get everything done because that's how I roll. Now, first of all, you know I gotta have my coffee. Let's go brew something. Still drinking this coffee. And when I woke up this morning, the sun is shining, the skies are clear, it's a beautiful day out there, and I gotta get the hell out of the house today. I tell you what, I have been cooped up in here for days. I'm almost out of coffee and I'm out of toilet paper, so we gotta run some errands today. Y'all ready? Brew now! Now today is Friday, my favorite day of the week because it's ruled by the planet Venus, and we are gonna find some incense that's also ruled by Venus. I've got this Radiate Love incense by Folk Essence, which you can get this on Amazon. It's really affordable and it's really nice incense. A subscriber sent this to me a long time ago, but I will link to it down in the description box if you want to check it out. This is rose and geranium. So geranium, obviously, not obviously, I guess to some people, geranium ruled by Venus. Now I am a Taurus and I am also ruled by the planet Venus, so I feel especially connected to Fridays. I actually think these smell more like rose than geranium, and rose is probably one of my favorite scents. I know it's often associated with like old ladies, but screw that. Roses are beautiful. They're my favorite flowers and one of my favorite scents. And if I could afford pure rose oil, I would wear it as perfume all the time. Oh, and that reminds me, when we go run our errands today, maybe we will look for some flowers to put in my vase. It's time for me to buy myself flowers. It's been a while. Do you ever feel like, you need to go to the store, you gotta go to Walmart, you gotta get your shit, you need a few things, you don't need a ton of stuff, but you need enough to go, and you just don't wanna go in. You just don't wanna go in Walmart. It's so huge, and I don't wanna go walk around in there and deal with all the crowds. But it's my fault because I waited too long to do a pickup order and now I absolutely need things, so we gotta go in. We gotta deal with it. All right, it sounds like the coffee is just about done. Let's go pour a cup. Colors associated with the planet Venus are pink and green, and last week I did green, so this week I'm gonna do pink. I kind of alternate between them. So I'm gonna use this Make Your Own Magic mug. I got this at Big Lots when it was still open in my town, and I just love it. I usually don't like stuff with little slogans on it. I'm not a live, laugh, love kind of person, but I like this one, so we're using it. I have really enjoyed this chocolate hazelnut coffee, but I am ready to move on to another flavor. So we're gonna get something new today. Let's add a little cream. Let's give it a little stir. Now it's time to have my morning coffee time. And yes, it's still morning. It's not noon yet. I still can't believe that I slept that long, but you know, one of the perks of my life is that I get to sleep as long as I want, whenever I want. So I'm embracing that. My body needed rest and I took it. Oh, this is good coffee. Oh, and by the way, I ran out of my collagen, which is another reason I gotta go to Walmart today. So that's why I didn't add it this morning. I gotta make a list of things that I need, and we're gonna do our errands before we do anything else, just to get that out of the way before Walmart gets too busy, because in my area, Walmart gets super crowded on Friday afternoon because that's when people get paid. So we want to get there before the after work crowds do. So I'm going to have my journal, meditation, affirmation, visualization time now. So I'm going to use a pink pen since color of the day today is pink, and that's one of the many ways I connect with the daily energy. Today is Friday, August 29th, 2025. Color of the day is pink, incense is geranium, and my mood today, I'm feeling very happy and very peaceful. So those are all the things that I note down before I start my journaling. I'm gonna journal for 15 minutes, stream of consciousness. I'll see you guys back here in a few minutes. All right, y'all, I got ready for the day and I'm wearing something I have never worn before. Look at this skirt, okay? So it's got like a slit in the side of it. It's so cute. It's pink flowers since color of the day is pink. I bought this skirt back in December and I have never worn it. So I didn't really have an appropriate shirt, so I just took this oversized black t-shirt and did one of these little things, like one of these little 80s twists on it. I think this is super cute 90s vibes. Let me know what you think. Then for makeup, I did some pink eyeshadow, pink lip gloss, and for jewelry, I'm wearing this black choker that a subscriber sent me. Thank you so much. And also this rose quartz necklace that a subscriber sent me. So I am pretty in pink today. I'm all aligned to the Venus energy of Friday, and I'm ready to go run some errands now. It has been a few hours since I saw you last because I had to stop and make a TikTok because my life story is popping off on TikTok. Oh my God. My first video over there has like 40,000 views. So thank you so much to all of you guys who have checked that out. And if you haven't, go follow me on TikTok at Life Plus Cindy. So I had to make part 3 to my story this morning because I couldn't leave you guys hanging. I'm gonna make part 4 probably later this evening. Right now though, we gotta get to Walmart before those crowds hit. I have a feeling it's already gonna be pretty bad because it's after 2 p.m., but we'll see. Well, I was right. It's already pretty packed, but we've got to go in and get our stuff anyway. I had to grab a buggy because I have a pretty long list today. I need some collagen, but they're out of the unflavored kind in the size I usually buy, so I'm getting this giant tub for $34, but it should last me a while. Now I need some mouthwash. I always use Listerine Cool Mint or the original sometimes, but Cool Mint tastes better. Let's throw that in the cart. And I need some feminine hygiene products. I don't know why that's always embarrassing. It must be the internalized shame I have just for being a woman, but you gotta deal with that sometimes, so I'm getting what I need and throwing it in the cart. I also need some bubble bath because I love taking bubble baths, so I'm grabbing my favorite Dr. Teal's Soothe and Sleep Lavender. Let's throw that in the cart. I also need some new shampoo because I've been using Nioxin, which is super expensive at $35 a bottle. So I'm going to try out this Miel, I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it, but it's a rosemary mint strengthening shampoo, and I'm going to get the matching conditioner. I'll let you guys know how it is. Next, I'm stopping in the pet section. I need to get the dogs some of their little lunch pouches that I feed them every day. I also got some of these Dog Bakery soft and chewy apple and cheddar cheese treats. Now over to paper products. I need some paper towels. I like these Great Value Ultra Strong Select-A-Sheet. They're a good quality for the price. I also need some toilet paper. They don't have any of the smaller packs of Angel Soft, so I gotta get this 9-pack of Mega Rolls. Should last me forever. And finally, over to the food section. I really need something for dinner tonight, so I'm just going to pick up a pound of ground beef. That'll be something quick and easy I can make later on. Throw that in the cart, and I'm ready to check out. I don't know about y'all, but I always do the self-checkout, any way that I can avoid any unnecessary human interaction. I finally got it all done, and I'm heading back out to the car. Oh my God, y'all, it is getting hot and humid out here. It's cool for Arkansas. Like, I think it's only like 79, 80 degrees, but man, this humidity, it's killer. Oh my God, I'm never gonna get out of this parking lot. It's getting real crowded around here. At least for me anyway. I know people always say, how can you complain about the traffic around there? You don't even know what real traffic is. And I'm like, well, to me, this is a lot of traffic. Thank you, that lady just let me go. How nice, thank you. All right, y'all, so I gotta get back home and get this stuff put away, and we'll move on to our next task. I don't know how I got to be like 6 o'clock in the evening because I feel like I just woke up. But after I got home, I finished putting all the stuff away from Walmart, and then I cleaned up the kitchen and did a few chores around the house, and now I'm getting ready to make dinner, so come cook with me. So I'm gonna cook up this ground beef that I bought at Walmart earlier. I am starving tonight, so let's cook it up. It's gonna be super simple, super easy. I got my cast iron pan here heating up over medium heat, and I'm just gonna dump this whole package of ground beef right in there. And I'm just gonna use my trusty rice paddle here to break up the ground beef while it cooks. Now it takes a minute for this cast iron skillet to heat up over this, I started to call it a flame, but it's like a flat top stove. This is our new stove that we just bought last year, and I absolutely love it, you guys. Man, I am so grateful to be back where I have a stove that I can cook on. And my oven, even though I haven't cooked anything in the oven since I've been home, I have been thinking about making myself a carnivore pizza soon. I am losing my damn mind in here. So earlier I took the dogs out and I left the back door open because it's not very hot outside. And apparently 3 flies have made their way into the house, and now they are buzzing around the kitchen, and it is driving me insane. And I don't even have a fly swatter or anything. I'm gonna have to try to shoo them back out the back door. I don't know. I kind of forgot how bad the insects were in Arkansas compared to Virginia. You go outside, you're just swarmed with mosquitoes right now. Thankfully, it doesn't take very long to cook up a pound of ground beef. Now I'm going to go ahead and add some seasonings in. I don't plan to drain this since obviously I'm the only one eating it, so I'm going to eat all of that delicious fat that I can. Once again, if you are new to my channel, I eat the carnivore diet, which means I only eat animal products, and that is a high-fat diet. All right, I'm going to add a little bit of salt here, a little bit of black pepper,
A little bit of chili powder. Oh, I guess I should say I eat only edible products, except for I do allow a little bit of spices because I just don't think I could stomach eating ground beef without any seasoning in it. I know some people do, but yeah, I don't know if I could do that. I gotta have a little bit of seasoning in there. I put a little chili powder, usually a little cayenne pepper, and adding just a small amount of seasoning doesn't seem to have any adverse effect on me personally. I know some people are sensitive to spices, but I don't seem to be. I'm gonna put a little bit of ground cumin in here. I kind of like to make my ground beef taste kind of like taco meat, I guess you could call it. And sometimes I'll even add some eggs into this, and I may do so because I am feeling really hungry today. You know what? Let's crack some eggs. Let's add a little bit more to this. Oh, but first, cayenne pepper. I like a little spice. Now I'm just going to go ahead and turn the heat off on this because the cast iron pan will stay hot for a while. Then I have got my favorite Vital Farms pasture raised eggs here. I guess I have 4 left, so I'm just going to crack all 4 of them that are left in the carton. When you just need an easy low carb or carnivore meal, man, there is nothing like ground beef and eggs. It's probably one of my favorite meals. Sometimes I'll just eat plain ground beef, but why not add a few more nutrients and calories and fat in there? Eggs are a superfood, baby. Now, I could fry them, but I actually prefer my eggs scrambled, so I'm just going to scramble these up in this bowl here. And then I'm just going to pour them right in here with the beef, and we're going to scramble that right in. Another thing I like about adding scrambled eggs to my ground beef like this, especially if I don't drain it because I'm the only one eating it, is that the eggs tend to absorb a lot of that fat, and I want all the fat I can get. I don't know if the residual heat is going to cook these eggs good enough, so I'm going to turn the heat back on. And y'all, I gotta tell you, I've really been missing Ted lately. We text each other like all day long, and he calls me every day, but it's not the same as being together, you know. I am happy I came back home, but let me tell you, I am counting down the days till he gets back. He sent me a text today saying that he misses me and the dogs, and my little heart just about fluttered out of my chest. But it is going to be such a sweet reunion when he comes back. I feel like a teenager again, waiting to go on my first date with somebody. I think some time and distance apart really does wonders for a relationship. I never knew that before. I don't think these eggs are going to get any more done. I think this is pretty much it. Let's make us a plate. Or actually, let's make us a bowl, because I like to eat my ground beef out of a bowl for some reason. It just feels better to me. So I'm going to put about half of it in this bowl, and then if I want more, I'll have more. If not, I will have this tomorrow for lunch or dinner or whatever I feel like eating. Okay, let's give it a taste. I don't know how this could be bad. Oh yeah, that is delicious. Man, I think I put a little too much cayenne in there. That is spicy. That really hits the spot though. I'm gonna finish my dinner. I'll see you guys back here in a little bit. Oh my God, y'all, look what I just found on the side of the house. It's a walking stick. Have you ever seen one of those? I don't know if they're everywhere in the world, but we definitely have them here. It looks like a stick, but it's a big, kind of scary insect. I don't know, they kind of scare me a little bit. Now I gotta re-clean up the kitchen, but first the dogs want their dinner. Do you hear them down here? You want your din-dins? You want your din-dins? All right. For their dinner, they are getting a can of Science Diet Savory Stew with Beef and Vegetables for ages 7 up. I know they're going crazy back there. They're 9 years old now, so they have to eat the senior food. And they love this stuff. I've had them on Science Diet for years, and they just thrive on it, man. Morty used to always get sick all the time. He has a real sensitive stomach. And after I switched him, I used to feed them Purina 1 many years ago. And Morty would just get sick all the time. And once I switched them over to Science Diet, they have been healthy as a horse. Look at them go. They love that even more than the Blue Buffalo stuff I give them for lunch. Now I'm about to take the dogs out again, and I am so tired of getting eaten up by mosquitoes. So I bought these off Deep Woods things like last summer, and I just found them again. So they are these little wipes. I bought a pack of these off Amazon. I'll link to them down below. Can highly recommend if you're going to be in a mosquito infested area because they really work. So they're these little wipes. They look like this, and then you just wipe your skin with them. And then the mosquitoes will leave you the hell alone. I just got bit by one when I was out there looking at that stick bug. All right, so I did it on my arms. I wouldn't put it on your face. I think doing it on your arms will probably keep them away. I'm gonna do it on my legs too. It's starting to get dark out here. I think it's getting close to 8 o'clock now. You can hear the cicadas that I mistakenly called tree frogs in my last video. You know what I was talking about. Usually when you hear cicadas, you also hear tree frogs, so I don't know. I don't know what I was talking about. But anyway, they are loud as hell out here. So we're gonna enjoy the last of the sunlight out here in our peaceful backyard.
just gonna sit out here and listen to the sounds of nature and watch the dogs play. Now that I'm safe from those mosquitoes, thank God, I've got protection. Now we're back inside. We're gonna find out if the dogs like their new treats that I got them. These 3-Dog Bakery apple and cheddar cheese flavors look like Fig Newtons, but they're for dogs. Pup Pups, you want a treat? Oh my God, you guys, these smell like Fig Newtons. Like, I literally want to eat this. Pup Pups. All right, sit. Bell. More. Oops, he got it. Now, if they run off with them, that is a good sign. Morty always eats his treat right here on the corner of the rug. Every single time I give him a treat, this is where he goes to eat it. I don't know why, that's just his spot. And Bell comes in here in the living room, which is really dark in here, but there she is. You can kind of see her. And she eats hers on the very edge of the couch. And that's just how they do it. They got a routine. I think Morty likes his. He's got crumbs everywhere. So the dogs have gotten old and they like soft treats now. They don't like their crunchy treats I used to get them. I have to get everything soft now. They're in their golden years. They got to get soft treats. Well, I mangled this package really bad. It was supposed to be reclosable, but I don't know what I did there. So I'm going to put them in a plastic baggie so that they do not get stale and gross. These things smell good enough to eat, like as a person. No, Bell, you can't have another. Y'all, they want another one. Oh my God, okay, I'll give you one more. One more! These are supposed to be your after dinner snacks for the rest of the week, silly dogs. Here you go, more. I had to put them in the cabinet before they came begging for more. I like to give them a little something after dinner. After we go outside after dinner, I give them a little dessert treat. And that was the best I could find at Walmart today. They didn't have the ones I usually get them. But these were a hit, so I'll probably get them again. So it's 8 p.m. I've got everything done that I needed to get done today. So now it's time for me to relax. I'm about to go take a bubble bath, shave my legs, put on some comfy pajamas, and probably read for a while. I'm currently rereading the 5th season by N.K. Jemisin, which I started reading a long time ago and never finished. It's a fantastic book. I've got the whole trilogy over there. So I'm gonna get comfy, lay down in bed, and read that for a while. Maybe I'll call Ted and talk to him for a few minutes before we go to sleep. And that's going to be my day. So thank you guys so much for joining me. I know this was kind of a short day, but I appreciate you hanging out with me while I just got a bunch of mundane shit done. This was just a very typical kind of day for me, although usually I wake up way earlier than 11 a.m. I did want to go for a walk today, but I am just now getting to the point where I'd be ready to go and it's 8 o'clock at night. So don't think that's going to happen today, but maybe tomorrow morning I will go. Before it gets too hot. I've just been wanting to get out in nature so badly, and I just felt like I've been stuck in this house for whatever reason, one reason after another. So I gotta stop making excuses and get my ass out there. I gotta get up early in the morning. Thank you again for watching, guys. I truly appreciate each and every one of you who watches these vlogs. It really means a lot to me. Thank you so much. Thank you for all your support and your wonderful comments. I love you guys, and I will see you with a new one very soon. Bye!